Chosen one, stop. Not slowly, not casually. Stop right now. Don't scroll. Don't multitask. Don't tell yourself you'll come back later. Take one deep breath. Hold it. Release it. Something just shifted, didn't it? The noise in your mind softened. The air feels heavier. Your chest feels strangely still. That is not random. Heaven does not interrupt people without reason. And the fact that you paused here, even for a second, means something unseen just leaned closer to you. This is not background noise. This is not just another video. This is not something to half listen to while doing something else. This is a divine interruption. And interruptions from God only happen when what comes next is too important to miss. You felt it, didn't you? That quiet pull inside, that awareness that this moment matters. That wasn't curiosity. That wasn't coincidence. That was recognition. Chosen one, God interrupted you for a reason. And if you rush away from this moment, you might walk past a turning point your soul has been waiting for. Stay here. The interruption has only just begun. Listen carefully. God does not interrupt comfort. He interrupts direction. He doesn't stop people who are aligned. He stops people who are about to drift too far from where they're meant to be. You've been busy, responsible, productive, doing what needed to be done. But somewhere along the way, motion replaced meaning. And God says, I had to interrupt you before momentum carried you too far from yourself. That's why this feels personal. That's why it feels urgent. That's why it feels like time slowed down when you stopped. You weren't doing something wrong. You just weren't listening anymore. So God paused your world. That restlessness you've been feeling lately? It wasn't weakness. It wasn't ingratitude. It wasn't burnout. It was a signal from your spirit, a quiet warning light inside your soul. You tried to explain it away. You blamed stress. You blamed timing. You blamed circumstances. But the truth is simpler. Your soul was drifting, not into destruction, not into sin, but into distraction. And distraction is dangerous because it feels harmless. So God interrupted you, not to scare you, not to control you, but to call you back. Some things feel empty now for a reason. Some conversations feel shallow. Some environments feel heavy. Some relationships feel draining, not because they're evil, but because they no longer match your assignment. God interrupts when you start surviving in places you were meant to lead. Hear this slowly. You were never designed to fit everywhere. You were never called to chase everything. You were never meant to carry expectations heaven never wrote for you. The reason you've always felt slightly out of place, even when life looked fine, is because fine was never your destination. You are set apart, and blending in would slowly destroy what God placed inside you. You are not too sensitive. You are not too intense. You are not too different. You are misaligned with the ordinary. Now think about the doors that closed, the plans that collapsed, the opportunities that slipped away, the things you thought would last forever. You thought God delayed you, but He was protecting you. Some doors close not because you weren't ready, but because staying would have cost your purpose. God closes doors before they become prisons. He sees endings you cannot see yet. He is not trying to fix your schedule. He is restoring your identity. You've been doing so much that you forgot who you are when you're still. You've been carrying responsibility so long that you forgot intimacy with God comes before productivity. So God says, sit with me before you move again. This interruption is not punishment. It's reintroduction, a reminder of who you were before fear taught you to shrink, before disappointment taught you to doubt, before pressure taught you to rush. Nothing you endured was wasted. The betrayal trained your discernment. The delays trained your patience. The loneliness trained your dependence on God. The pressure trained your endurance. You thought you were just surviving, but heaven was building capacity in you, because purpose requires strength, and strength is never formed in comfort. God interrupts when training is complete and it's time to step into something greater. This moment feels heavy because clarity carries responsibility. Once God interrupts you like this, you can't pretend you didn't hear him. Silence begins to break. Confusion starts to lift. Excuses lose power. God is not asking for perfection. He's not asking for performance. He's not asking for comparison. He's asking for alignment, to walk with him again, to listen before acting, to choose obedience over approval, to stop measuring your life by the wrong standards. Your job is not to impress the world. Your job is not to chase applause. Your job is not to compete with others. Your calling is to walk with God. Everything else falls into place after that. Here is the suspenseful truth. Interruptions always come before movement. After this moment, things will shift. Some people will fade away. Some desires will lose urgency. Some paths will stop calling your name. And peace will replace pressure. You won't have to force doors. What's meant for you will come with clarity, not chaos. God interrupted you to realign you, and alignment unlocks momentum. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not lost. You were simply interrupted for a reason. If something inside you just settled, if clarity quietly entered your heart, if you feel like God spoke directly to you, take a breath and type Amen. Not as a habit, not for people, but as a quiet agreement with heaven that you heard and you're willing to respond. And stay close, because when God interrupts like this, it's never the end of the story. It's the beginning of a new chapter. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are being redirected. Stay ready. Stay aligned. Stay close. Because this conversation with God is not finished yet.